Hello again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Baby Got Scraps, a scrappy inspiration YouTube and Instagram hop. So it's where we take all the scraps that we had from all of last year, 2020, and we've made, we're going to make layouts. Now I made individual page kits based on color. So this is day 4 and I had a blue kit and that was the sketch that I had thrown in with my little page kit. So the only catch is you can only have one 12 by 12 paper. And that's going to be it, but I'm going to use the other side. I did go through all my paper pads to grab the 12 by 12 sheets for the most part, and the ones that I knew that, you know, I had a double of, or that it was probably likely that I was never going to use it, I just use it as the white cardstock on the back when I can. Now, since these 3 pictures are of my son, and I was teaching him how to cook cheeseburgers, which turned out excellent, I did go ahead and pull out all kinds of fun little cooking embellishments. So now I do cut my pictures down quite a bit, and I do cut, you know, some of the pan and some of him off, but it doesn't bother me that the pictures still show what's going on. Now these are all the pattern papers. Now if you noticed in that sketch that I am using, it requires 2 bands that run across the page, and I didn't have very many that were actually 12 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and use this lighter blue one. I'm going to line my page up on my grid mat there. And I'm just going to get this set on there. And we get it down. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this darker blue scrap on there. And this, I mean, I know we're only in day 4, but I've got a lot of all the page kits are done and a lot of the layouts are already done as well. And I have used so many of my scraps, which is something that I struggle with. And I don't keep all my scraps. All right, so something went awry with my measurements. And the first picture I laid down is the size that I want. These next 2, they're too big. So I go ahead and I get them matted on my first layer here. And I'm going to trim them out. And now I don't keep, like, these little scraps here, I don't keep those. I really don't. And I know some people are like, what? Like, no, I don't keep those smaller scraps. Like, all of those, they're just, I do put them to the side, but they don't make it anywhere else. So I did go ahead and retrim my photos again. I pulled them off the backing. You guys didn't need to watch that, but I pulled them off the backing, trimmed them up, made them right, bordered them, backed them, and then I stuck them all on this other 12 by 12 piece that I had, and that is going to be the strip of pictures that run across the page. And I am going to go ahead and adhere that down because I know where it goes, and I know that the majority of the elements are going to be punched out circles. And I killed this little page kit. I killed everything in here. Obviously I do have a whole bunch of punched out circles left, but I just stuck those into my blue embellishment container, and I can use those anytime. So super happy about that. Now I'm just going to come in here and line these all up. And I do actually end up switching that and making 5 go across. It says once I get down here, and I'm going to center those right in there. And I realize you can get way more than just 4. So I do go ahead and do it. And then I just roll all these guys over to where I'm able to add a 5th row. And I do have to be careful because I don't want any of the patterns next to each other. So here you go. I'm just going to clean those all up, and I just stick them back in with the embellishments that I did not use. If you've seen, I had that whole little Ziploc baggie full of blue embellishments. And when I was making these page kits, I actually did grab the photos and throw embellishments in that would work for the actual photos that I wanted to create. Because normally when I do page kits, I try to get 3 or 4 layouts out of each kit. So I just randomly throw a whole bunch of items in. But these, since they were scraps and I knew that I was only going to be doing 1 page per kit, I went ahead and changed it up and made sure that I had items that went with the pictures I wanted to scrap. I have no idea where I got these cute little fries, but they were in a blue container and they obviously work. So I did pull in a couple pieces of yellow as well. Now this little guy right here came off of a sticker sheet, and I'm just gonna back him in the blue, and I'm gonna pop him up on some foam, and he is gonna go right up there at the top. And I'm only gonna create 2 clusters of embellishments on this page. I do throw in some mixed media, and I was just at the dollar store, and I should have bought another pack of foam. I'm not running out, but it's always good to have on hand. Now, I was thinking about using both tags, but I only use this tag right here, and it says, "This makes me smile because," and that's where I'm going to do my journaling. I do just pull out some of this brown twine that I have sitting in my mixed media card. I always have like one random twine sitting over there. I did have black and white for about a month and a half, and I used it all up. So apparently if it sits there, I use it. So I just found this twine, and we're going to use that as well. Now I'm just auditioning some other pieces to see what I like. I did fussy cut this little hamburger out of a card. I don't know where it was from. And since he's making hamburgers, it made sense to me. So I am going to stick some fries up here. And I'm okay with bringing in the red and the other colors. It's not a big pop. I do have these 2 little spoons. Lord knows where I got them from. But he's cooking, so I'm just sticking them in there as well. 2020 gave me lots of opportunities to teach my son how to be a man and take care of himself. So he learned how to do the laundry and pay the bill, well, his bills, pay bills, balance a checkbook, clean the house, cook, just helping him become a man. This right here says comfort food, and I'm going to layer it right across the French fries, because who doesn't love comfort food, right? And then I just stick a couple other little embellishments down. I'm going to come in, and I do have this it's a little blue sword, but it's the swords that they stick in the hamburgers at restaurants. So we're going to use that as well. And I want to put this other little hamburger on there, so I just set him up. First time making burgers is my title. I'm going to come in and put some of these gems around the page. And at first I thought those were the same. They weren't quite the same color, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my X-Acto knife, and that's how I A, cut my fingers, and B, put all these things down. I picked them off the page. So I just make 3 little pops of gems in place of what would normally be enamel dots. And I'm going to layer one up over here next to the title as well. And then I'm going to come in with some splatty bits, and that's going to be it. I'm so excited. I do look to see if there's any other gems that I might want to pull, and I do decide, yes, I'm going to pull 3 of these nice big ones, and we're going to layer them around the page as well, just because circles was the thing, right? It was the theme. So I just get 3 of those placed around the page just to add a little more pop of color. And now I'm going to pull out some of my wax paper and cover the pictures. So it does take me 3 because I have like little random pieces that I have sitting over there. I grab the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Peacock, and I grab the Dina Winkley spray, I don't know what it's called, in turquoise, and I am just going to splat a minute, and then I'm like, oh, I'm getting it all over my mat. This is how my mat gets dirty. So I stop, I move that to the side, wipe it up. I do clean my mat afterwards, and I pull in my much loved background, basically placeholder. So if you like the layout, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to go down and check in the description below. I will have a link to all the lovely ladies who are playing along in the Baby Got Scraps hop, so you can see and get way more inspiration on how to use up those pesky scraps that are sticking around in your craft room. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow. Here's some close-ups, and I will see you later. Bye.